I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Scream Kingdom. On this channel, I make a variety of roller coaster content, so if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. So, our park has a name. So, this park will be called Scream Kingdom. I think the name fits pretty well with what this park is going to be like. I decided not to record making this custom sign because I used art pieces and it took a really long time. If I decided to record it, it would be, or this episode would be over 20 minutes long, and I don't want that. I want it to be shorter. So, I made the sign, and so, you know my coaster analysis series, where, I share my thoughts and opinions on coasters I haven't ridden? I'm starting to do, analyses on coasters that already exist. So, just comment down below any coaster, any thrill coaster that you want me to share my thoughts and opinions on. It can be from your home park, it could be anywhere, just as long as it's a thrill coaster. Or maybe even family coasters are fine too. And so, you probably have noticed, well, in a minute you're going to notice that there's a coaster in the park already. This coaster is a B&M dive coaster. Even though I placed it in the park, I'm not going to work on it for a pretty long time because I want to finish this one area before I work with the dive coaster. And so, the dive coaster, the colors are inspired by this dive coaster in China that has really beautiful colors. I can't really remember the name because it's a really long name, but I know it's at a Happy Valley park. So you'll start off by going out of the station, going up the lift hill, go through the typical turn after the lift hill, and then you'll go down your 90-degree drop under the pathway. And then after that, you're gonna go into a pretzel knot. You must be thinking, why a pretzel knot? Well, it's because I saw this one guy make a dive coaster, and he put a pretzel knot in it, and it actually looked pretty good. And I heard that B&M is continuing to improve their dive coaster model, so I could potentially see B&M making a layout like this in the near future. This layout is mostly based on a wing coaster because I don't want to place a wing coaster and a dive coaster in the same park. So I wanted the dive coaster to have a wing coaster layout, so it makes it easier. The first half of the ride is mostly intense, while the second half is mostly hang time. So after the pretzel knot, you're gonna do some low to the ground bank turns and an overbank before popping up into the mid-course brake run. I wanted to make the mid-course brake run is actually the second highest point on the ride because I want it high so that it doesn't lose its momentum and speed. Because a lot of mid-course brake runs on dive coasters, they kill the pacing because they're pretty low, and they slow you down like a lot. So after the mid-course brake run, you're gonna go down a dive drop like what wing coasters do. Then after that, you're gonna go into a sidewinder. So that part is like Gatekeeper at Cedar Point. Then after that, you're gonna go into a 0G roll in the style of Valraven, which is also at Cedar Point. Then after that, you're gonna go turn around into this Intamin-like element, which I'm pretty unsatisfied with because it's unrealistic to B&M coasters. So I'm thinking about removing that. So then after that Intamin-like element, you're gonna go into an airtime hill, followed by a few twists and turns. And then you're going to go into your last inversion, a slow inline twist, which can be found on wing coasters as well. So then, after the last inversion, you're going to go down a little splashdown and then into the brakes. So, pretty long ride. I could potentially see this being the best dive coaster ever if it's built in real life. But B&M could also improve their dive coaster model even more. So what you're seeing me doing here is I'm making a Scenic Lakeview area. This will be the first thing you'll see when you enter into the park, so it has to be really nice. It's a mini lake, and in the middle of it is a Ferris wheel. This whole area is inspired by Shadow Phoenix in his park, Crystal Gardens. There is a huge lake with a Ferris wheel in the middle. When I saw a thumbnail for it, I thought it was really nice, so I wanted to use that in this park. And so I'm just decorating, dressing up the Ferris wheel. And while that's going on, first of all, after me dressing up the Ferris wheel, I'm gonna make a walkway by the lake. It sort of, oh yeah, you're seeing me doing this right now. So I'm making a border between the path and the lake, because for those of you who play Planet Coaster, you know that if you want to make path right against a lake, there's a little bit of terrain that sticks out and you can't do anything about it. So I wanted to make this little walkway by the lake. And so then this was pretty hard. I was a little scared about doing it. I thought the end result came out okay. I'm thinking about changing it in the future to make it look more nice. So while that's going on, let's talk about a little bit of, I got Cheat Engine. So now I can give you guys some smooth, high FPS off-ride and POV footage. So I guess get hyped for that, if there even is hype. Well, after this video ends, I will give you guys a dive coaster POV. Keep in mind the dive coaster is in heavy work in progress. So, and I'm gonna use Cheat Engine for that POV, so it's going to be very smooth. But while that's going on, let's talk about a little bit of theme park news. So yesterday, as of when this video was uploaded, I found a video of Hyperion at Energylandia testing. The new trains, the new Intamin trains, they look fantastic. Much better than the Skyrush trains, in my opinion. They look amazing. One thing I was surprised about is that instead of using a cable lift, this ride is using a chain lift. Surprise, surprise. And the track design for this ride is a little bit different from Intamin's newer rides. If you saw some pictures, I don't know why that is. I think it's because Intamin's trying to get fix their reliability issues, and I think a part of that is cable lifts. Now, yeah, cable lifts are pretty exciting. I want to experience a cable lift, but if they're discontinuing it because of the reliability issues, then do it, because Intamins are very unreliable. That's why they're not coming. That's why there isn't a lot of Intamin rides coming to the US anymore. So hopefully Hyperion will be a little more reliable than other Intamins. Hopefully these new changes are good. And I really like the new trains though, so that's a step in the right direction. Hyperion overall, I put it pretty low in my list compared to most people's, because I think if it has a little more airtime moments, then I could put it way higher, because you know, hypercoasters, they try to give you a lot of airtime. Not necessarily all the time, but instead of a lot of airtime, there's a lot of twists and turns. So, but I'm pretty hyped for when Hyperion's gonna open. I want to hear some I'm excited to hear some reviews of people who have ridden Hyperion. What else? There is, the Kennywood Project. So, Kennywood has been teasing their 2019 coaster for a pretty long time, and it is pretty good. Wait, never mind. So for a long time, the numbers, I kind of forgot the numbers. It's like 197, 3, 24, 220, 9, 120, and 24, I think. If I missed a number, if I got a number wrong, I'm sorry. Comment down that below. For a long time, I thought that this new Kennywood coaster will be a Vekoma because, I mean, they're cheap. Their Bermuda Blitz model is nothing like what Kennywood has. So, we're seeing more evidence that this could potentially be an SNS or a Gerstlauer. And I mean, SNS, I don't really know about them. Their coasters recently have been delayed, besides the 40 free spins. So, like, Gale Force has been delayed. Merlin's Mayhem has been delayed. So, hopefully, SNS can fix that if they do the Kennywood 2019 coaster. But Gerstlauer I'm in for, because if they use their Gerstlauer Infinity coaster model, which they probably will, it could feature a lot of inversions, which Kennywood really only Skyrocket is the only looping coaster there, and that only has 3 inversions. So I think a Gerstlauer Infinity would fit here pretty well. I don't know if the layout's going to be like Smiler with tons of inversions, or Keranon with a lot of twists and turns and fantastic pacing. Could be like Keranon though, because it's like it's probably over 200 feet. I don't know, but I'm pretty positive that this new coaster is going to be over 200 feet, or at least have a 220 foot drop. Whatever happens, I think this is going to be a pretty good fit for Kennywood, and I'm pretty hyped for what Kennywood's getting, because when was the last time they got a new coaster with just Skyrocket? I forget. I don't really know. But anyways, I finished the Lakeview area. Now I'm just going to, there's this awkward space by the dive coaster, so I wanted to fill that up with a planter. I'm pretty unsatisfied with the planter I made because I decided to use this like castle piece for like a border, and it was pretty hard and it looks pretty jittery. I'm thinking about changing that in the near future. So anyways, a little channel update for you guys. I'm thinking about stopping some series on my channel because I don't think it's getting me that much views. They're not getting me a lot of watch time. I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. They're not really doing anything for my channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more video for that series, and if that video goes well, I get a lot of views, watch time, subscribers, all that stuff, then I'm going to continue it. If I don't, and it stays just like the rest of the episodes in that series, then I'll stop it. And of course, if someone or probably a subscriber asks in the comments like, oh, when is the next episode of blah blah blah, then I'll make another one and bring it back. Maybe when I have more subscribers, I could bring those series back too. I'm not going to tell you guys which ones they are. You could probably guess them. But I'm not going to tell you guys what they are. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video and here's the POV of the dive coaster. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video. This week's shout out goes to Theme Park Central 305. He makes some cool vlogs and he goes to a lot of parks and he does a lot of coverage from Busch Gardens, Tampa. So go subscribe to him. I'll put the link in the description. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all later.